Welcome to the Rabbit Air Minus A3 Ultra Quiet Premium Air Filtration System. That's right, here in the Smoke Easy Studios, cigar smokers, headquarters for Bob the Cigar Guy, Chief, and all things Chevetta Report, we try to keep our studio as smoke-free as possible, whether it be shooting videos, doing our weekly live streams, or when we have people who show up and want to hang out with us here in studio. We don't want to have that super cloudy effect when you're smoking a bunch of cigars in a confined space, where you can't see each other across the room, or you can't breathe, or you can't talk, or it's just uncomfortable to be in a whole room full of smoke. Up until this point, the past almost 2 years that we've been in here, we have had two ceiling bathroom fans in our roof that we've plumbed in, and they do a good job. But the problem with having those fans is when it's hot outside and we have our air conditioning running, we're sucking all of our cold air out. When it's cold outside and we have our heater running in here, we're sucking all of our hot air out. So while it sucks out all of the smoke, it also sucks out all of the conditioning that we're trying to put here in our studio at the same time. So we had the opportunity to meet with Rabbit Air, Miss Tamina, at this year's PCA trade show. That link will be in the description below. And we're going to talk about their filtration systems and their vision as to clean air and how it works for the cigar smoking public, the cigar smoking world. And they were so kind as to send us a Rabbit Air A-3 air purifier, whisper quiet, premium air filtration system. This thing has 5 layers of filtering inside of the unit itself. You can see it here behind me. We've mounted it on the wall, and I tell you what, it is awesome. It is super quiet. It is super sleek. It blends in with the background. I've gotten up and out of my desk a few times, and I've always worried because it was a little thicker than I had immediately imagined it was. I was thinking, oh, maybe I'll bump into it, but it's the perfect size just to sit. Now, our studio space is not a humongous space. It's 10 by 13, so 130 square feet. And spoiler alert, we actually have had this thing running for a couple weeks here in the studio, and we've used it constantly. We have it on. They have an app, the Rabbit Air app, where you actually can dial it in and set it in for your space and work off the Wi-Fi and control from the Wi-Fi. And I don't live here on my mom and dad's property, and I've been able to check on it because it's connected to the Wi-Fi here. I've been able to check on the status of the air filtration system when I'm 30 minutes across town at the house. But we've run it through our live streams, and we have actually cut off and completely stopped using our roof vents. And when Bob and I are both here in studio smoking cigars at the same time, even with him on the other side of the studio, this thing does such a great job pulling the air and recycling it through the system that we don't have to worry about any smoke buildup in the roof. I thought maybe because Bob was going to be on the other side of the studio, we were going to end up having an issue where maybe the smoke stayed on that side and it was clean on this side. No, this thing sucks the air from across the whole entire space and recirculates it, and it does a fantastic job. Not only has it done a fantastic job circulating the smoke out of the air, it has removed the funk in the studio. We have carpet in our studio to help with a little bit of sound deadening issues that we had before we put the carpet in. It was a little too echoey in here, so we put carpet in for sound deadening. As you can tell, carpet holds some funk, right? Whether it be at your house or be at a workplace or an old mall, carpet has a tendency to hold on to flavors, and that is the same here in studio. You could tell of old cigars passed in here, and the great thing about this 5 filter filtration systems on the A-3 Rabbit Air air purifier is not only does it purify the air, does it not only take out the smoke in the air, it also cleans the air. It is significantly better smelling in the studio. And my wife actually told me when I came back home last week for Chief Talk that I didn't smell as much as a bowling alley as I normally do. So that means that it's purifying and cleaning the air enough to help keep my clothes a little bit clean. So we're going to continue to run this thing. The filters are set for a year, and we're going to continue to run this thing all the time. That's going to appear in Chief Talk every single week on Thursday nights. And when we get to the point where we need to change the filters, we will do a recap video, and we will bring you guys back to see just how well the A-3 from Rabbit Air is doing. I'll tell you what, there's no lingering cigar smoke in here, and I'm smoking. And look, you probably can't see it, but the smoke is actually getting sucked right back past me. If you're in the market for an air filtration system that you want to put in your own local humidor, you want to put it at your man cave or your man spot, or you just want to be able to put something in your house because you live in an area where there's a lot of pollen, there's a lot of dust, there's CFCs and all sorts of things in the air, and you're looking to get something that is going to take that little bit of pressure out of the back of your mind and say, you know, this is a great opportunity to have something that will make my life at home or in my studio or at my lounge a little bit better. Check out Rabbit Air. Tell them who sent you over there. We're not getting anything off of any sales that are made or whatnot, but we'd love for you to drop them by a little letter that says, hey, we heard about you from Bob the Cigar Guy in Chief, because that would mean a ton to us. Again, check them out. Fantastic product so far. I love, again, the ability to have the Wi-Fi on my phone with the app, be able to control all the sensors on the top of the unit, all the touch buttons that are out there that are nice as well. And it's just kind of cool with that light that just changes colors every once in a while. It's like a little disco party here in the studio. So without further ado, I'm going to continue to smoke my cigar and keep this room smoke free because Rabbit Air has got me covered. And they'll have you covered as well. Until then, smoke easy.